talk number 34, people. And like always,
If you cannot handle real work, reality talk, 80 plus language, simply skip the video.
let's really, no, not always, but now let's straight away cut to the point, talk about a point that I really also feel now that I want to say it. You know, I always hammer on the fact that you have to choose your people very carefully. Very, very carefully. I'm gonna tell you why. Because today things will start to melt a little bit together, or tomorrow. But this is the thing. Now I'm only having real people around me, 100% people who walk the extra 10,000 fucking mile. In the past, in the past, people always had people who worked for me, but they organized projects for me. But when things were banana, they only pointed the finger at me. And those people, you know, I will mention all the situations along the way in the vlogs. But so today it's, you know, and I'm gonna mention exactly what it's about once it's successful, because it's gonna be today or tomorrow, we will know. But at the moment there are two of my trusted people involved. We made a pact in the beginning of our collaboration, along the way constantly providing value to each other, also undeniable trust, and now it flows together because the situation is pretty critical. Especially me, because like I said, I'm always the main character, and and that's not to brag or whatever, but it's reality. And that's why I'm always very careful with who I'm talking to and who I let in, and I really put them on levels of how far they can get into me, because also get in my head. I had and one simple example. Let me finish first this story. So today or tomorrow I will know, and then I will explain how multiple people from multiple countries actually can work together by saying just an action that they need to take, or several actions need to take, or keep attention to specific kind of third party or external factors that can roll in, and that is based upon undeniable trust. So also when people say, yeah, I cannot do this now because my wife, because your children, fuck your children and your fucking wife. When it's about business, doing projects, and this is with all the respect, if you enter projects with me, don't bullshit. Do not bullshit. Just keep your word and stick to your word until the day you fucking die. And if you die, then at least arrange other people to keep your word towards me. That's now how I really operate. And the thing is, like I said, I don't have friends, I have bonds. Bonds are the people who run the extra 10,000 miles, if necessary the extra 50,000 miles. If I'm going to jail or whatever, you know, things will keep on moving. Okay, the vlogs will a little bit down, but or I will die, then also the vlogs will down. Those are only the two reasons. Even if I would be in the hospital or whatever, things will keep on going. That's why it's also so incredible handy that I do everything from the phone. You know, if okay, God forbid that something would happen, and I can use my fingers, lay down on my back, I can put the phone in front of my head and just keep on with the mouse. Everything is also through speech. Typing is through speech. Everything is so optimized when it's about, because I'm using everything the phone. But let's close this intro. I'm very happy about a couple of things. The people who are 100% next to me, not the ones that ask for once in a while, how are you doing? As you know, I've never asked for how you fucking doing. Always asking, what are you doing? Real interest, genuine interest. Like I said, if you you know, let's say somebody asks you, how are you doing? And you tell them, yeah, not so good because this and this. Who gives a rat's ass? Who really gives a rat's ass? Conversation is finished. And let me tell you this, the people who ask you, how are you doing, they also don't give a shit. Tell them something fake. What are they gonna say? Or I feel sorry for you, or they're gonna say, hey, let's look for a solution. Try it. So another thing, test the people around you. Yesterday I said one test. Yeah, ask about the most miserable situation that I end up in. and not the regular people stuff. You know, grandma's dies, the battery of the vibrator is empty, remote control or the television is broken. Those things, okay, when somebody dies, not nice, get over it. The rest of the planet, their grandma's dying on a daily basis, so that's not even relevant. And if you also talk with people where you think you go in business with, and they constantly talk about that their grandmother or blah 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 died, you know, my parents died a long time ago. Do I talk to other people about this? You know, because people do so. So I know I've been there, done that, and not only that, I have a very colorful life behind me. But not only that, let's stick to the point. So another test for the people around you: say something that say, mention a problem, and maybe that sounds like manipulation. You know what? If you can protect your life and keep your circle clean from garbage people, clean from people who don't give a shit about you, and you anyway want to go higher in life, if you want to go higher up in life, you will lose anyway to people. So better sooner than later, because later can get you into a lot of trouble, headache, and they will only benefit from your fruitful or hard labor. You know, when you, like I said yesterday also, you take 9 to 5 people, you combine them with the high level people who actually do something in their fucking life, you know, grow businesses, help their community, etc., etc. How did they ever earn to get and go into contact with them? Because they know you. That's the only thing, they know you. Or do they really know you? Are they willing also to walk the extra 1,000 miles to start with? You know, you don't can expect from everybody to walk the extra 10,000 miles, but always listen to their excuses. You know, the people that I do have around me, they're also the kind of people who are in control. The children not running around screaming and running around like wild baboons. They're very civilized. They're even freaking intelligent, more intelligent. They amaze me pretty much every time. Not only that, their dogs are not running around like that, you know, that they have to hold them on leashes or barking all the time or peeing, showing dominant behavior. Who's the dominant? You know, you have to protect your animals. But you have to show them who's also boss. But another thing, test your people, mention a problem, and listen what they say. They come up with solutions. They ask you, did you already tried something? You know, you already figured out a couple of opportunities to try out that can be solved. Which one is the fast one? You know, there's a level of intelligence and genuine interest involved. If they don't give a shit, or and this is a beauty, a huge red flag. You mention a problem, and they also say, "Ah, yeah, I remember. I also had that problem." Or a similar one, or something that is a little bit more extreme. Well, if they say it, then counter straight away on it. How did you solve it? Can you help me out then? Maybe you smack 2 fucking flies, or kill 2 birds, maybe a whole flock of birds with 1 freaking stone. You know, you capture them on a lie. You capture them in the first place on the fact that they don't give a shit about you. Because, you know, if they talk about level higher of problems or whatever, you know, they're not even listening. So straight away, put them on the side. And I'm telling you, if you don't do it and you're gonna go up higher in life, you will get in problem. Or you get headache, lose time, lose money, everything. And probably also contact, because they know how to sweet talk other people into it. So what did we do? Summarize. God bless the people who I have around me. God bless also my own fucking discipline to build some sort of boundaries that I'm also not afraid to speak them anymore, because before I was always thinking, yeah, you know, what do they think? What is this and this? No sympathy for people when you already have suspicions, but also to protect your own life. And especially again, when you're a higher level person, more opportunities, more business, more projects. The other people doing fucking nothing, sitting with their hand on the couch, talking about football. I don't know what. All the respect to people who talk about football. The only person that I know in football, let's talk about football. Nou ja, Ronaldo. Yeah, and Messi. That, that, that's the only thing I know about football. Yeah, you got some clubs, but besides that, I don't know anything about it. That is entertainment for the masses, and it's all nice. Of course, a lot of wealthy people also sitting around, but it's not for us. We are people like me. We're interested in constant growth, constant growth. Yesterday, I talked with another guy. You know, I actually explained that last year around 35 minutes watched television. This year I did not even came around the television. Also the people that I visit, that we first of all, yeah, when we sit in their home, we're not sitting in front of a television. Think about that. Most of the people, all the people that you will probably visit, they have televisions in the middle. Who is the center of attention over there? The television or you? Anyway, or in the kitchen there's a television constantly in the corner, distracting the conversation. What do you want to solve over there? What do you want to solve? Yeah, watching the news for what? You know, listening to the latest war stories, or I don't know, the president makes, I don't know, some mistakes that you can talk about and tell the people around you how big a fool he is. Well, first of all, people who are not afraid to step outside in the public, and no matter what, how wrong they do according to you or according to other people, that those people have fucking balls. And no matter what they do, of course, we're not talking about throwing people in gas chambers and all that kind of stuff, or liquidations. I'm not talking about this, but the moment that people step out in the public, get also between the circles, and yeah, they pay the bribes and whatever. They had to come up with the money. There is nothing but respect from my side, because, you know, to get up in life takes a lot, costs a lot. Relationships, and the thing is, again, about my vlogs. If you don't follow me, just follow me, subscribe, because I'm going to level up my talks, the real life situations, the bullshit that I been through. But again, this is not to create rapport, you know, to connect to people. So you know, like those people that say, oh, I'm abused my whole life, or you know, let me also, and I said this before, as long as you didn't get raped every day, you got nothing to complain about. Maybe you get once in a while a little bit of beat up, and probably the people who talk about beat ups, they didn't get it for 10 years or 15 years in a row every single day, because there wouldn't be nothing left to them. Think about that. You know, there are a lot of influencers that talk about how bad they youth and all that kind of stuff. You know what? They gave you a fucking home, a roof, and a little bit food in your mouth, and that's why you have the capability and strength now to talk about what you did not have or did receive in the past. You know? And sometimes when I talk about the fact that I am adopted and some other colorful things, it's simply that I want to make people very aware of how much they already further ahead than me. I'm fucking 46, I'm gonna be 47 this year. If people would have given me intelligent guidance, or at least gave me feedback based upon real life experiences, I would be way much faster somewhere that I'm actually now, mentally, physically, and not only this, I would have not been in very life-changing events, and very negative ones. So, and I'm still in one, but that will all be shared along the way. So, test the people around you, and then I close this clip because this intro is pretty long, but I think look, I'm only steering in my coffee because I'm very hyped up, because like I said, and God bless the people who I do have 100% behind me. When things go bananas, you know, you can guide the universe to form around what you want. If you got people around you who not syncing with you, no, I cannot pick up now. Now I'm busy with my wife or whatever. No, man, I don't care about those excuses. or I'm still in the bed, you can still pick up. Do you know that people actually fall asleep with their phone, and wake up with the phone, and they cannot pick up the phone because they're talking with their wife, playing with their children? Fuck off. Bullshit. Totally bullshit. Totally bullshit. Don't 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 take excuses from anybody. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart because I did so many times. Once, and this is a good one, I hired multiple people. I had a lot of employees in the past, but one of them, and it's only one of them, from the beginning he already came too late. I even went to drive 7 kilometers with my car to pick him up and put him in the store. Just I want to do good. And I did this with multiple people. I also gave one guy an apartment. He fucked up over there. Because what did he do? In the first one, one also he left the sausage on the fucking on the how do you say, on the stove, and then he fell asleep. Of course, the fire brigade over there, totally ridiculous. And that is something that you can prevent. People who are too late, fuck off. People who are on time, fuck off. People who are in front of the time, 10 minutes, come prepared, and not only rushing in and well, can we talk about? No, come prepared. You didn't prepare for anything, fuck off. And that sounds all very, very harsh, people, but you know what? You will also get in contact of more higher level, respectful people. But I am pretty much in contact with very highly intelligent people, young people, older people, great people, who have the highest level of respect for anything. And not because they have to. Because a lot of people, and this is a nice one, when you see people nice because they want something from you, and then and this is also what I did the last time, I just wait somewhere else and see if the person walks in, because I want to know. I want to keep my circle clean, my head clean, and everything, because everything what comes out of a mouth of a person who just pretends, and that pretending is always a little amount of time possible, because their mask, their cape, everything drops off. Everything drops off. You can have the conversation with businessmen in suits and lease cars, but the moment they show the real attitude, well, you better prepare for a big disappointment when you just really go for that, for the first impression, because that's what they say, right? First impression is everything. Fuck first impression. Let me see who you really are. I am always me, and also by doing these vlogs, some people probably gonna hate me for what I'm saying. Good, keep on hating. Or you want to be in contact with reality. Like I said, this point of is reality, and this is me swirling around it, and get as closer as the older I get, the more I face reality. I get closer to this point, also living in a moment. And also when I meet people, I try to bring as much value to the table. Hyper. Not only hyper, but also really listen and engage and also stimulate their brain. And if you watching this, the talk was very nice, because he wants to do some boxing lessons, and I said, and he wants to give me money. I said, I want something else. I don't want your money. The thing is, and now he will understand, not everything is about money, but also what I appreciate, that people put in the time, the thoughts that people give into, in my personal experience, or my way of doing. I always, prepare meetings. I think about what I'm gonna say, what can I do, what did they say the last time, how can I play with this. Is it manipulation? No, it's about to improve the time that you have with a certain person. You don't spend a lot of time with a lot of people, right? If you meet once per week, maybe 3 hours, that is 3 hours, that's 12 hours a month. Don't mess up that time. Make it valuable so they make fucking more money. More not only more money, also lose fucking weight. Everything. Everything. So that's why I asked him, you know, give me something. But I already gave him the answers. But for him it's now, think about what we talked about. And if you're watching this, I gave you the answers. And I do this on purpose. Especially with new people, I gave them all the answers. And when they watch my videos, they can see exactly how they can fill up some sort of needs. And my needs are way above the normality. And needs, I don't want to say needs, you can make me happy with very simple things. And I show them multiple times in these vlogs. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rattling because it starts to rain. I'm gonna show you a little bit where I am now. I'm again, yesterday I ended the talk over there in that couch, bench. And now it starts to rain. Anyway, yeah, so I am going inside. I'm gonna schedule a little bit more reels. I hope you really like the vlogs so far, and then like I said, you know, now I'm getting a little bit more confident also about my speaking, and I'm apologizing less for the rude things, quote unquote rude things that I'm saying and going to say, because there are situations that I have been through, and all the people showed the red flags before that, and I'm gonna share all those red flags and the people who stole everything that is pretty much against the normalities of having, no, I don't want to say normalities. Let's call them terms and conditions when you are quote unquote friends or whatever. That kind of labels. There are simply rules, and when somebody passes those already or betrays them or whatever, you need to get rid of them. And again, it's only for people who actually want to do something in their life, and the rest, yeah, they can just watch television, grow beer bellies, and that's it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rattling. Ciao for now. In between about my vlogging journey. The thing is, after 34 vlogs, daily vlogging, the pressure is a little bit off because working structure is in place now. I just optimize along the way. The thing is, and that's with every time like this, when pressure is going down from a specific project, I'm always getting a little bit, what I'm gonna do now. You know, when the Joker says, when I chase tires and when he catches, he doesn't know what to do with it. Well, that's the feeling that I have at this moment, but I will figure out something else. But really, and that's how I feel now. I did a 9-kilometer run very quickly. Now I'm gonna relax a little bit, or whatever that means. The thing is, yeah, that is now a little bit my mind, the state of my mind. You know, when I catch the fucking tire, because somehow the working structure is in place and I don't know what to do with it. Because now the pressure is a little bit off. Okay, ciao for now. It's the what? The thing that I'm filming now, I'm just enjoy it. If you're one of those people, with all the respect, it's not necessary. And ask yourself one question: why are there not luxury cars in between? We don't talk about Mercedes, we don't talk about BMWs, that those are not luxury cars, they're just a little bit whatever. But the thing is, why are not over there? Those people know how to manage time, they're in control. And it's no disrespect, people, not a lot of people say the things that I'm saying. And some of the fucking idiots, and especially the people that I talked to with also, and I thought they were normal, in fucking Malta, they actually left some negative comments. But anyway, ciao for now.